And the para. I can really sing in the song. Bro. Ah, God of heaven. Oh God. Don't you just love it when it feels like everything is coming together? And I'm not gonna understand. I'm not gonna understand why they smile like babe we sugar daddy send money to. Edwin Chijoke eBay. This how they give me eye. What I do again? Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Even though I've not slept overnight. Next week again, I will not be in this studio. I'm going to Abuja. What my Abuja people, are you ready for me? Coming through. Hey, dare to do the impossible for this life. This life over this. So dare to do the impossible. That's all I can tell my people out there. So before the show starts, let's get the vibe. Let's do the vibe. I just feel it. Get the vibe and get that feeling. Oh, tell your mom that you are willing. I need that, that. Okay, my energy level is high. Okay, nobody can stop that one. My energy level is high. I'm just lack of sleep. I'm sleep deprived. Ugo Patrick, good morning. Happy New Month to you too. Hey God, they will kill me today with Happy New Month. Like I've been hearing this Happy New Month since I don't know where I stand. Yeah. Woo! All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafi Matthew S. Your you love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. If you don't know, I think I can tell you, and I don't know what rock you are hiding under that you don't know. Yes, we have the latest mobile application in town for Android users only for now. Remember, like last time I told you guys that the Android part of it is ready. You guys should decide whether we should launch it or wait for the iOS part to be ready. And you guys said we should launch it. So we did. We did on Saturday at exactly 1:45 p.m. We launched the app and it is ready. It is there for everyone to download. Please, when you do us the favor. Please do us the favor of giving us a 5-star rating and put a positive review on it. It won't kill you, it won't hurt you. But the app is like different from any other radio app that you've seen. I bet you that. First is the first radio app in the world where you see the presenters. Like I'm doing my show right now. If you're on the app, you will see my picture there. When it's the time, you'll see our picture there, all our different presenters and all that. And that is very, very good. Okay, that is very like beautiful. Makes me feel very good. The fact that we started this journey and kind of like okay, everything about the journey says it is not possible. Everything about the journey absolutely says it's not possible. You know how when you want to do something and there is no money, there's no funding, there is no support, there is nothing coming, but you just have yourself, your belief, your dream, your confidence that this thing is possible, this thing is doable, and then you go out there and you start asking people who you assume, okay, you imagine that they've been in the business, they should know something, 18 or 2, and you want their advice, and this idea that you have is good, but how much do you have in the bank? I'm like, I don't have any money. My last salary was 90,000 and it's already gone. And they just laugh like, yeah, it's a good idea, but I don't think you can do it. I don't think you have what it takes because it takes a lot of money. We're talking of hundreds of millions. Okay. But I mean, that's the kind of guy that I am. Like, I'm the kind of guy who love to do things that people say it's not possible to do. Okay. So that's how I got into the groove. And we started with using our phone and using one camera to do videos, content, interviews, and then we went to Lagos State FA Cup in 2018 and 2019, and then COVID hit us hard in 2020. We also did the Bayern Youth Cup. It's a whole long story anyway, but I just need to like repeat it. the Bayern Youth Cup, the Juventus Academy in Lagos and Abuja, and a few grassroots competition here and there. And before you know it, I started saying to myself, like, you know what, I really love radio. I really need a microphone. I really need a place where I could be talking. Yes, as much as I love the videos, the whole thing, that my thing is radio. Okay, so I want to do radio. And they were like, okay, I mean, how do you get the radio? How do you get the online radio stuff going? And one thing leads to the other. That's one of the things that I've learned about God, is that once you start having a vision, God will make provision. Okay, or if God gives you a vision, He will make provision, and that's just the way I see it. I don't know if I'm right, but that's the way I see it. Okay, so eventually people came through. We got it. We got the US end, the back end from the US. We got the other part from Australia, and then Japan, and everybody, every part of the puzzle start pulling through. And then the crew, as you see, some came and left, some came and stayed. Where we are today, and just when we started, first off, we got the approval to do our online radio on the 23rd of December 2019. And we started test running from that time, because we didn't have any equipment, no microphone, no mixer, no console, no computers, nothing. But we just knew that we want to do this. So we just put it up there, uploaded music. It was just playing. We're just test running it. And every time I go online and I listen to it, I was like, okay, so this is my radio, right? So we know that we needed to have, like, you start thinking you need to have a studio, you need to have this, you need to have that. And all that, we started going through the process of getting them together. And eventually, we got all the consoles, the microphones, the computer systems, and the rest, the link up, the apps that we need to get it running. And we got all that. And then on the 12th of September 2020, we started our first live broadcast. Yeah, in the studio, we started our first live broadcast. It was interesting with programs like Talking Point Show. There were shows like Behind Closed Door. There were shows like Sweet Scoop. What's different shows anyway. But then we start, evolving. Now we have the morning drive, Monday to Friday, and that's Monday to Wednesday, and then you have the morning drive throwback Thursday edition with Tasha. Wonderful. She just got nominated among the top 60 most influential media people. Yes, somebody on our platform got nominated, And then you have Osas, the amazing dynamic Osas Sagidua, on Friday with the TGIF show. That was, her. And then me, I started doing the Sports Buffet, which is this show that we're doing. And then we have the Saturday 12 to 3 p.m. Sports Lounge, and a host of other shows, the Vibes and Inshallah. We still have openings. We still have space for shows that can run. There are still a lot of time that we can do it. Kutu Bakari, thank you for joining in on Instagram. We have all of those windows that we can do shows that are recorded. We also have Adeleke, who is always feeding us with grassroots updates from Lagos, and then we have Peter Iwenode, who would come up soon from Delta State, but it's always giving us what the celebrities and superstars and fans are saying on their social media platform, and that is a hit as well. It's a part of this show that you're listening to. So by Saturday, we finally uploaded our mobile application, albeit just for the Android users. We're still working on the iOS, so those of you with Apple and iOS, please bear with us. We're going to get through to you very soon. But thank you so much. The reviews have been beautiful. The download has been very, 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 very fast. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. We are really very, very, very grateful. Like, I'm excited. I don't feel like it's a sports show. I should just come here and pretend like, oh, we're big boys from arrived. We don't need to talk about it. I'm really, really grateful, because when this journey started, I didn't think it was going to get to this point. So I was telling somebody yesterday at the coach that as it is today, I'm already a success. I already consider this a success, because when we started, nobody even said we were going to get to this place. Now they talk about, now start dreaming of what's coming next, what's the next stage, do this one, do that one, go to World Cup, go to Nations Cup. All those are bonuses. To even get started and put our mouth on the microphone and make our voices be heard across the globe, for me, is a success already. Thank you very much for everyone who's downloaded the app, and those of you who's also giving us good reviews, 5-star ratings. God bless you. Having said that, let's get the show started. My name is Daffy Matthew. You love to come in the ELEGBETE Sports. And let me tell you something that you need to know about the app. On the app, you can watch our YouTube content straight up from the app. But the thing is, you can't comment, so you still have to go to our YouTube channel, comment, and help us to share. But then you can, if you're on the go, like you can't go to YouTube, you can always watch from the app. You can also call in on the studio from the app. You can also, there's a whole lot of things you can do. You can send us WhatsApp message from the app directly, direct WhatsApp message from the app. You see it there. So it makes it very, very easy. It's user friendly. It's easy to use. But then let's go straight to the show today. This is the Sports Buffet on the Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Daffy Matthew. You love to come in the Elegbete One Sports. Let's push the stories. It was 150th Serie A goal for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It was also heartbreak for his former coach Jose Mourinho, as Zlatan Ibrahimovic made sure AS Roma got their first home defeat in Italian Serie A, as his goal was the decider, was the heartbreaking goal. Okay, let me read some of your greetings and shout out from Instagram so that say I've ignored you. Ugo Patrick, you say good morning, happy new month, boss. Good morning to you and happy new month to you as well. Makinde Yinka, he said the Presido, happy new month to you too. Finally, say we are here, morning boss, morning to you. I greet you. Thank you very much for always being there. And let me go to Facebook. Edwin Chijo Kebe, Shining Eye, I don't understand. And then he went further down to say happy Halloween to you, the Elegbete One. I wish you the same. Jeremiah Igobi, say greetings to the Elegbete One Sports, greetings to you. Same of Sam, undisputable Gunner. I say good morning to all the crew in Elegbete studio. Okay, so one of the things I've not experienced is seeing how the app look like when I'm on it. So I don't even know what picture is there. I will be very, very glad if you can screen grab it and post it better on Facebook or Instagram, or probably on WhatsApp. You can send it to me on WhatsApp on your status if you love us that much. I don't know what picture they put of me, on the page when I'm live, because I'm not seeing it. Okay. Obino Charles, I said good morning from here. Good morning. Where is here? Okay, listening from Ghana. Oh, how's Ghana today? Thank you very much. How is everything going there? On the YouTube channel, you have Divine Tonke. He said, good morning, boss. Trust your weekend was great. Nice milestone with the Android app. More wins to come. Thank you very much. He said, good morning, boss. You never walk alone. Yes, I know that. You never walk alone. But remember, I'm that's not fun. I was flying very, very high. We're going to talk about all of that pretty soon as we go on the show. I don't know who's this spammer that is always coming on my YouTube. I don't know if there is a way to permanently block such people, because I don't know, but I would see eventually that this person doesn't show up on our page, because this is not what my page my channel represents. I don't want to be seen as somebody who's promoting things that does not exist in my space as well. Yes, Cast 347 say good morning to you. Now let's go to stories that matters to us in the sporting plantation. Before I go to the stories in the sporting plantation, let me ask you guys this question: do you think that Newcastle are wasting too much time to appoint a good manager, take them to the next level? That's one. And do you also think that Manchester United are delaying the inevitable? With Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Are things going to get to a point where they are just going to be there just about enough to make top four, but not be able to compete for the title again? What do you think? I need your opinion on that subject. On the above, yes, it's Newcastle United delaying too much in naming a coach, because come on, you have that much money. When you bought the club, you took over the club. This is what I'm thinking from a business standpoint. I'm thinking before you even went in to go and buy the club, you should have already made certain arrangement. You know that you're going to change Steve Bruce from the club. You know you're going to do a lot of adjustment. Okay, so I can see the picture that is there. And thank you very much, Peter. I want to. You know that you're going to make some adjustment to the team. And once you've taken that decision, the first thing as you come in, you need to bring in a new set of management team, backroom staff, and all that, and then bring in a coach straight up. And then now going forward, you start identifying, these new people start identifying the players that they think they want to work with to take the club to the next level. But as it is right now, it seems like they are letting whatever the situation that they have to deteriorate to a point where they will not start fighting for 40 points. They might not get it with this much money. go and play the championship before they come back. Well, I'm not saying they're too big to go to the championship, but I'm just asking, are they delaying for too long? And is it going to come back to bite them? Cast underscore 347 we say Manchester United are running the club with too much emotions and sentiment. Okay, Edwin Otopa, he say, yes, Newcastle are delaying too much in naming a new. Thank you very much for that. And if you're out there, thank you very much, Indamola. I love this sister. Thank you for the good messages that you just sent in. Okay, as a Patrick, who be this where they block my comment now? Spam a shift. Okay, I can see that. Don't worry, I've already reported it, so I think with time they would have to deal with it and make sure it doesn't come to our page again. Okay. Jeremiah Egbe say good morning to boss Elegbete One Sports. Victor Malalu say good morning, Elegbete. Happy New Month. Yeah, Victor, I saw your reviews and your download of our app. Thank you very much. He said the app is very nice, easy to interact with. Thank you very much. Matthias Ulua Damilari Abba say good morning to you, sir. So let's get in on the conversation. Newcastle need a decent sporting director before they can kick off. I agree with you as well. So let me give you some of the trending stories that is running the rumor mills in Europe today. Barcelona are interested in taking Manchester United and Netherlands midfielder Donny van de Beek, 24, on loan. Tottenham Hotspur are working hard to deal with that would see Antonio Conte replace Nuno Espirito Santo as manager. Was that not the guy that they wanted in the first place? I'd come, they didn't get him. Now they're going back to him. Ryan Mason, 30, now they have to pay Nuno Espirito Santo money. Some of these clubs are they run foolishly. They are even worse than Nigerian clubs. The way they run it, the way they take decisions. But hey, because they're in Europe, we seem to just enjoy everything that they do. Okay. Porto manager Sergio Conceicao, 46, is also under consideration to replace Nuno as Tottenham Hotspur boss. They've got to another one again that will turn them to the same thing. Ryan Mason, 30, will be placed in interim charge of Tottenham until Christmas. Okay. Real Madrid are looking closely at Manchester United and France midfielder Paul Pogba, 28, as well as Chelsea and Germany centre back Antonio Rudiger, 28 as well. Is 28 the new number? Is 28 the new number or the new passcode as a potential new signing? Paris Saint-Germain are also monitoring Pogba's situation at Manchester United. France left back Theo Hernandez, okay, 24, is set to snub a move to Manchester City in favor of signing a new deal at AC Milan. Manchester United missed out on signing Paris Saint-Germain and Senegal midfielder Idrissa Gueye, 32, last summer because they weren't able to make a firm offer, with several players staying at the club. Players like Matic, players like Mata, players like Pogba, and the rest of them. That's according to the story. I'm just pushing the extra into that conversation. Arsenal are still keeping tabs on Real Madrid and Spain midfielder, and I don't think that this should be something, but this is just Arteta trying to mess up the good work he's doing. Dani Ceballos, 25, despite not signing him after a 2-year loan spell. Nice and France under 21 forward Ami Gouiri, 21, is a target for Manchester City. Fiorentina and Serbia striker Dusan Vlahovic wants to join Juventus. The 21-year-old has been linked with Manchester City and Arsenal as well. Liverpool would have to pay close to 80 million euros if they wish to sign Sporting Lisbon and Portugal midfielder Pedro Goncalves, who's 23 years of age. Okay, Everton and Aston Villa are leading the race to secure the transfer of Tottenham and England midfielder Harry Winks. Okay, 25 in January. Barcelona and midfielder Javi would like 4 new signings from club president Juan Laporta if the 41-year-old was to take over as boss at the Nou Camp. Well, those names of the 4 new players are not listed here, but we hope that takeover comes quick. All of a sudden, it seems like transfer are not as easy. Movement or employment of coaches are not as easy. There is a claim in French media that Paris Saint-Germain are looking to terminate Sergio Ramos' contract. 5 years after signing, he's not kicked the ball. Doesn't look like he wants to play. Looks like he's just there to earn the salary and go. So let me read the story for you as it is put on Marca.com. But once again, don't forget, we have a new app now for those of you using Android phone. Don't forget to download it. It's Elevated TV Radio. Search for it. You can scroll down, keep looking. You will see that beautiful red logo and this logo. Yes, this logo. And then just download it and then give us good reviews and give us a 5-star rating. Okay, 4 months after joining Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer, Sergio Ramos is yet to make his official debut for the League One club. The situation is so bad that they are not ruling out parting ways with the former Real Madrid captain. Okay, so it's not looking like two decisions that are not looking very beautiful. Letting Ramos go by Real Madrid, which everybody thought Florentino Perez was evil, and also letting Aguero go by Pep Guardiola. At the time, people thought that Pep Guardiola does not like Aguero, is trying to, kick away big player from his camp. But I mean, from what we see now, hindsight is a very, very good thing because it gives you 2020 vision. It's not clear that those decisions were the best and the most professional decisions. Having said that, let's go further down. Ramos has been sidelined through an injury, one which hasn't let him return in an official game since May 5th in Real Madrid's 2-0 defeat in the return leg of their Champions League semi-final against Chelsea. According to La Parisienne, PSG is do not believe that releasing the player is a dystopian scenario anymore, okay? Which means it can happen. Okay, to terminate Ramos' contract, however, PSG will have to reach an agreement with the Spanish centre-back whose current deal with the French side runs until 2023. Will have to reach an agreement with the Spanish centre-back whose current deal with the French side runs until 2023. What have PSG said about Ramos? In terms of PSG, in terms of what PSG have officially said about the player, the message has always been one of optimism. They have always said they hope he can return soon. We know Ramos has had an injury, Leonardo said after PSG 2-1 win over Lille on Friday. That match that almost gave people heart attack. Ramos is mocked in the French media anyway. While the club have said they are being patient, the fans and the media are getting fed up, as well as the report from La Parisienne. There was even a mini mockumentary. You know, you have documentary and there's a mockumentary. What's keep shooting at every day from L'Equipe about Ramos' situation and how it has been like a ghost at the training facility. Too bad this things happen. And then it's strange also. It's strange. I don't know if you guys have noticed that since Messi came to Barcelona, to Paris Saint-Germain, even though Messi is not living up to the billing, Neymar also not really, charged up and lived up to the billing. I don't know why that is anyway. Shea Dollar said, I love the app already, but it is all the stop and starting. Maybe it's your network. Definitely it's your network. Because first of the app is very light, doesn't require that much network, but if your network is not good, that happens. Okay. So maybe you restart your phone, refresh, put off your network and put it back on. But I can tell you straight up, it's your network because I stress test that thing. I took it around, just put the phone on, run it all through yesterday or Saturday and yesterday, not stopping at all. So it's your network. It's definitely your network. Okay, Messi have come out to say, I'd like to. Messi has not really fitted into Paris Saint-Germain and played very well, but he's already talking about returning to FC Barcelona. Okay, what capacity is he coming? Messi, I like to return to Barcelona as technical secretary. So is he educated enough to become technical secretary? Why technical secretary? Woo, Brent Nkiru, how are you doing? Good time. You're supposed to be sleeping. Please try and download our app. I know you would. I know you got me covered by my bestie. For that matter, Paris Saint-Germain forward Lionel Messi has claimed that he is open to the idea of returning to Barcelona as a technical secretary after hanging up his boots. Okay, so what does the technical secretary do? Because I don't know. I'm going to go search that up, but I don't know. But what does the technical secretary do? The Argentine expressed his intention to be part of the club's senior management in the future and reiterated his affection for the Blaugrana just a few months after parting ways with the Catalans. Yes, I always said that I would like to come back to help the club in whatever way. Messi told Sports. Okay, I want to be useful and help so that the club is doing well. I would love to be a technical secretary. Okay, what is a technical secretary? What's the job? What the hell is the technical secretary's job? I don't understand. I would love to be a technical secretary, but I would know if it would be at Barcelona. I would like to return to the club to contribute to what I can because I love Barcelona, and I would love them to keep doing well, to continue growing, and to continue to be among the best in the world. So the model, remember, if you've seen the interview that I had with Gunnar Troll, there's a part where I asked him a personal question. It wasn't from the fans. I asked him what make Bayern Munich tick, because to me, I think that the best club in the world is Bayern Munich. Yeah, it's the best run club in the world, best organized club in the world. They don't have to win titles or the Champions League every season, but in terms of structure, they are simply the best. They are, Mia Samia, they are like the most amazing club. The way the structure is run, waters from the top to the bottom, it's well structured. That's how you want your club to be. You don't want your club to be up and about everywhere, neither here nor there. So I asked him that question, and he said it's a system where they integrate the former players into the team. But there's one thing, because we have a partnership with Bayern, so that's this back end conversation that we always have. One of the things that they do is when you are playing for Bayern and they immediately see like some qualities that they would need in the club, once you're retiring, they encourage you to go do training. Like Oliver Kahn, for instance, everybody know that he's a leader, he's a serial winner. That guy always wants to win. What they did is they encouraged him to go to the US. First off, went to our business school, went to another school to go study sports management, leadership, and a whole lot. After all those training, now he's coming and fitted in properly. So I don't know if Messi have all those training. I don't know if Messi is educated enough to vie for the kind of position he's claiming that he wants to have. But well, we'll see. We'll see eventually. Victor Malalu say, for me, yes. So both questions. I was thinking that the Newcastle new owner will swing into action immediately by employing a coach that will set the agenda in motion. Matthias Dawilari Abba, he said, I think Manchester United are taking their time and considering who will bring the club back to the winning again. Okay, Victor Malaluna went on to talk about Manchester United. He said, Manchester is also delaying the inevitable. Ole is just doing the more you look, the less you see. Win one, lose one, they will eventually sack him by the time they find the self-permanent out of top four. Okay, Edwin Chijoki went further down to say, I so much love Nuno Espirito Santo, but unfortunately watching Spurs this season has been an eyesore. Yes, there's definitely something fundamentally wrong with that Spurs set. Even Son Heung-min now plays like he's not ready to give his all. Not to talk of Harry Kane. Messages are coming up pushing this. Harry Kane. Not to talk of Harry Kane. How can Kane score just a goal and an assist in entire 10 games week of the league? How can a team with Kane and Son and the entire attacking threat not muster a shot on target? Oh God, that's crazy. On Sunday, Tottenham have only scored 9 goals in 10 league games. So bad and weak for a club that is looking to stay in the top four. Which top four? As you can see now, Nuno should be removed, and more attacking manager with the experience at the top level should be appointed. Well, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I rejoice at Spurs failure. Don't get angry with me on that. I mean, Spurs failure gives me orgasm. I feel very happy. Like seeing them fail, I'll throw a party. I'm not a party because I don't do party, but I think I'll throw a party if Spurs get relegated. That's just it. So I don't like them. I don't care about them. They don't like us. They don't like me. We don't like them. They're my enemies and me, they're their friends. No, understand that shit, man. So I don't care. Desteros area, you're back now. Newcastle should get relegated, so do we. But who knows? How can people who have this much money that relegate a team should be the one that come and buy Arsenal? The buy Arsenal now relegate Arsenal to know they should keep their money to themselves. They should fix their Newcastle and make. We don't want people that will buy Arsenal that people be talking that our money is blood money. Okay, there's enough bad news around Newcastle, and that blood money is the reason why the club is not moving forward. On Instagram, my sister is there. Yes, Big Uncle E. Oluyebs, how you doing? She's still in the UK. How's the UK going? Oluyebs, okay, there's someone. Chat me up, my DM later. I will hook you up with someone. I think that two of you can help me do something in the UK within this December period, winter period, and see some content can fly on my YouTube channel. Okay, Olivia says Spurs will forever be in our shadows. Okay, hashtag up gunners laughing. Arsenal for top 6 if they continue this way. I said they will meet top 4. Somebody say he wants to bet it's too much salary, but I know that that money is not enough for the bet. I would have loved to take that bet. Edwin Chijoke, one guy said he will give me 1 million, but if I don't meet top 4, I cut my head. What wish? Come on, you want to use me to do money ritual? What's wrong with you? Okay, Edwin Chijoke said Man United are fully aware of what they are doing. If they let Ole leave, who comes to replace? Conte says he doesn't want to take charge of a team and the season is already ongoing. Zidane isn't interested. Ole will definitely stay this season. Oh God, that's good anyway. Stay this season, and after all the signings he's been given, is condemned to perform by at least winning a trophy. No, there's no trophy for him to win. If he doesn't win a trophy, then it's certain Ole will be let go of his post as Manchester United manager. But they should do it fast, because at this rate of win one, lose one, they might end up in 10th position. They might. I didn't say they would do. They might. One Manchester United fans will get a cut injunction on me now, but they might end up in 10th position at the end of the day, and I don't want that to happen to them. Okay, as a Patrick said, Messi and Barcelona now like Tinubu and damn. He said Messi and Barcelona now like Tinubu and Bullion Van. Too much love between them. Jesus Christ. Okay, Chicks Pascal, I say imagine Ole playing 5 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders. The fear of unemployment is the beginning of sense for Ole. But at least they won. See, it's a Monday. I'm not supposed to be here laughing like jackass, but you're really making me laugh. You know that, okay? And then on Instagram, Chips here said, loyal listener reporting for duty. Good morning to you. Happy November to you as well. And he went on to say, where do you think Arsenal would finish in the league? And what's your take on Aaron Ramsey and the 4-4-1-1 Arteta is playing now with Laka and Aubameyang? See, don't let anybody deceive you. It's not 4-4-1-1. It's 4-4-2. You know, that thing that all these people I just say 4-4-1-1. That formation is 4-4-2. I was analyzing it to somebody. The guys that came to visit me were watching it at home. I was saying them, look at the movement. It's not the standing. It's not what they show you on. And this is one of the things that football fans do. Once they just show you something on the app, on the team, you don't even look at how it works. 4-4-1-1 means Arteta drops and maybe Aubameyang doesn't drop. If you notice, the both of them drops and the both of them go. So, and they are always interchanging. It's a 4-4-2 formation. It's working. Let's not even argue about the formation. It's working. I've always insisted there, even when everybody was shredding Arteta, saying he doesn't know anything, what he's doing, he's a rookie coach. I've always said this, that Arteta is a good coach. He just does not have the materials that he needs, and he needs time to get it. Well, we live in an era where everybody have to do things in a rush, in a hurry. Even me, I'm under that kind of pressure. I know people who tell me, oh, you need to start doing this, you need to start doing that. But some of them don't even know what it takes to get it done. The funding required to get that idea that they're selling to you. And they're not going to even call their family members or their bank or anybody to give you a loan to do it or give you funding to do it. But they just tell you what to do. That's the same thing with coaches these days. Everybody wants the coach to come in today and tomorrow the club is already, whatever club they are coaching. That's the reason why people are struggling to go take the Newcastle job, because that's the kind of thing that will happen. Everybody like, oh, you need to take the Newcastle job, and immediately there's money. Okay, you need to now start competing for the title. Nobody's patient anymore. And that impatience is one of the biggest problems. With Arteta, I knew from the get-go, when he won the FA Cup, I said, look, this guy has a semblance, he has a structure, he knows what he wants to do, but then he doesn't really have the players. People like Guendouzi, Torreira, they don't fit in. What Arteta wants is not just players that can play football, but players that have the mentality and the attitude. And it's very, very key to play the kind of football he wants to play. You don't just need to know how to play football. You need to have the mental toughness, the mental resilience, and the ability to read the game the way he wants to. Because what is the formation or a tactics? It is the mind of the coach being interpreted by the players. That's why they say good players makes a good coach, and a good coach makes a great team. So you see all of that coming together in Arteta. But it's still early days. We're not going to sit here and start pouring praises on Arteta. But Arsenal is beginning to look like there are only 3 teams in the Premiership that is better than Arsenal. Manchester City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Those teams, take it or leave it, away way better than Arsenal. So we're not going to sit here and be saying, oh, Arsenal can beat everybody. But then any other team after that, Arsenal can hold their own. Now the thing we played Manchester United for Arsenal is that Manchester United can be bad today and then be good tomorrow. So it depends on which day you play Manchester United. If you play them today when they are bad, you win against them, and it feels like, oh, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are the best team in the world. And then you play them again tomorrow when they are horrible. When they are in their best form, they'll take you to the cleaners, like we saw. Played against Liverpool on their terrible day, they were shit. Liverpool beat them. That's not to take anything away from Liverpool, because I don't believe in this concept of when a team lose, you start blaming the team that lose and you forget that there's a team that put their act together and did well. Then there are sometimes when a team lose and you look at the game and you say, okay, something doesn't go right. Like Crystal Palace beating Man City. But Crystal Palace have always been a boogie team for them anyway. But you could see that some decisions just didn't go well for them. Some things just didn't add up. And those moments, those were one of those days that this kind of things happen. Liverpool taking a 2-goal lead against Brighton and Hove, and then they coming back to make it 2-2. No, this kind of things happen. But for Man United, I think that Manchester United have good players but bad coach. Okay, Arteta on the other hand, for me, have a limited squad. He have a first 11 but doesn't have a bench. So for him to be able to like squeeze water out of the rock the way he's doing it, and he's taking some big scalp. Okay, he's taking Aston Villa, good result. He's taking Tottenham, good result. Now Leicester went to King Power. King Power is a place where not even as a Wenger have gone there 3 straight times and won. Arteta have now gone to King Power 3 straight times and won. It's strange, but everybody's looking at Brendan Rodgers as one of the best coach currently in England. For Arteta to go there and get the result the way he did on a day where Arsenal really didn't play well. You can't say Leicester were bad because Aston Villa were bad, Tottenham were bad, but you can't say Leicester were bad. And then Aaron Ramsdale, making the kind of save that he made. That deception that Sir Alex Ferguson used to do. Arteta has also copied from Sir Alex Ferguson's book by telling us that Ben White was sick, he's got a flu, or what was it? There was a flu that was going around the club, and he's not going to play. And then he played 90 minutes. These things are good. Okay, but it needs to sustain it over a long period of time. Just coming up and winning these few games would not convince everybody, but he's really done well. I like one of my favorite Arsenal games this season. Unfortunately, we didn't pick up 3 points. Was the game against Crystal Palace. Any other time, Arsenal would have lost that game. But then the substitution, especially when like I said, came in and the way he riled up the fans, riled up the squad, you could see that hunger. It means that somewhere in the dressing room or the training ground, these players are telling themselves that, look, guys, we're better. We can be way better than this. We can do way more than we're doing right now. We need to give it our all. And that eventually paid off with him scoring a goal at the very day, the last kick of the game. And that's my favorite Arsenal game. It was on days like that you build a championship winning run. But unfortunately, they're not going to win championship this season. They are still very, 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 very far from being counted among teams that will win the championship. Arsenal would win championship maybe in 5 years' time. But I love what they are doing. And Oluwafemi said, West Ham looks like a better side than us now. But we can't say until we meet. I don't think West Ham is better than us now. West Ham is also a first 11 team. Yes, they are a good side. They are pulling things together. One team that I respect is Crystal Palace because I think that the coach knows what he's doing. Yes, they're struggling, but the coach does know what he's doing and he knows how to use his player. He's really going to make Michael Olise a good player. And every time I watch Michael Olise, don't get me wrong, he seems to like really have a good touch, plays well. But I ask myself, why were Nigerian journalists shouting that the coach cannot rush to invite Michael Olise? I don't think Michael Olise would pick a shirt in this current Super Eagles. Okay, even in the team where he plays right now, they still he's playing cameo role. They should give some players time to really mature, own their own game, define their game before we start talking about inviting them to our national team. Our national team should not be a thoroughfare where anybody can just walk through in and out, which people should earn the right to be there. Yes, I know that we lack creative midfielders right now. I know that we need this, we need that, but somebody like Michael Olise will come to this team and become a bad player because the team is not solid enough to help him come to his play. The Crystal Palace team that he's playing for, the midfield is solid enough to help him come to his play. So because if you look at him, he doesn't track back. That's the thing that everybody was talking about. He doesn't track back. Once he loses the ball, there's still that childish behavior, that thing that Alex Iwobi used to do. So imagine you're having Alex Iwobi and Michael Olise in our midfield, one dead. Okay, so people should chill. But he's a good player, one for the future. If he chooses to play for Nigeria, fine. If he doesn't choose to play for Nigeria, wants to play for Nigeria, assalamu alaikum. I wish him the very best. Edwin Chijoke on Facebook said, you didn't add West Ham to the list of clubs, but I can't sit here and tell you that West Ham is better than Arsenal. No, there's no way. You can't convince me that West Ham is better than Arsenal. See, Chijoke, don't get me started. West Ham are good. I'm not saying they are not good. No, okay? I'm not even trying to tell you West Ham are not good. West Ham are good. They're a good side, okay? But are they better than Arsenal? No. I can't agree with you. I can't sit here and tell you they are better than Arsenal. No. The league table, yes, puts them ahead of Arsenal right now. 10 games played, they have 20 points. Arsenal have 17.3 points difference, right? But at the end of the day, I'm going to look at the squad that they have and look at the squad that Arsenal have. And I say to myself, I don't think that West Ham really, if you take away Mikel Antonio from that squad up front, I mean, the coach, David Moyes, has been around for a while. He's really done some great job. I can't talk him down. I can't, wipe him on the floor like that, pretend like the man is not a good coach. No, I would not do that. Yes, they beat Aston Villa 4-1. Aston Villa didn't come to the party. Aston Villa was terrible. I agree. There's so much to talk about when you look at that squad. But at the end of the day, let's do a little bit of comparison. Let's do a little bit of what's it called? Player for player, man for man analysis and see where we land on this conversation. And then everybody will decide whether I'm right or I'm wrong. So let's start with the West Ham team. Mikel Antonio, I can't put him over Aubameyang. I'm sorry. Okay? Bowen, Fornell, and Berhama. They simply will just match up with, for instance, Fornells, you won't put him over like I said. Okay, so you now look at Bowen and Berhama and you tell yourself, listen, let's be very honest here. No matter how we push this thing, no matter how we argue it, there's just something that does not fit into the narrative of what is going on. And you can't say that Shosek and Declan Rice are way better than what's it called, Thomas Partey. I would agree. I would buy into that. It's almost impossible for me to agree to that. And then you look at the defense. You have Johnson, Zoma, Ogbonna, Cresswell. Are they really better than Ben White, Megalasi, Tavares, or Tierney, and Tomiyasu? No. As a unit, yes, they grind, they fight. But look carefully. West Ham have had a very good run of fixtures, coming, this season. If you look at their matches this season, you say to yourself, well, they've really not had like terrible opposition. West Ham have played against Everton. Yes, they played against Manchester City in the EFL Cup and won. But in the Premier League, they played against Aston Villa, played against Tottenham Hotspur, who maybe are not really in the best of form. And then they went on, they played against Everton, played against Brentford, and you can push it on Leeds United, Manchester United. Okay, so if we're going to play the numbers game, Arsenal have played against Leicester, they played against Chelsea, they played against Manchester City. So the teams that Arsenal have played against are way stronger compared to the teams that Leicester have played against. So that also is a big factor in all of this when you put them together. So I can't sit here and tell you West Ham is better than Arsenal. No, the fixtures will balance itself at the end of the day, and we'll all see who is right and who is wrong. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. It's not going to be easy. It's not just me running my mouth here and saying the things that I'm saying, the way I'm saying them, but it's going to come down to who does their job well when they meet each other, who deliver when it's time for them, to cancel each other out. When Arsenal say have like a two-legged league match to play against West Ham, they'll play them at, it's a London derby anyway, play them at the London Stadium and play them at the Emirates. Maybe that would determine. But I can't sit here and tell you that, West Ham is better than Arsenal. I'm not going to agree to that one. That one is going to be very hard for me to even contemplate. But that's not to say West Ham is not a good team. They are a good team, but I just don't think they're better than Arsenal. The Soros NC say, you're doing a good job, bro. West Ham isn't better than Arsenal. The Soros Henry, Aston Villa has a problem. So much players are not good at. Thank you very much for seeing what I am saying about Aston Villa as well. There is, man, this person is really spamming my YouTube to the death. Mavic Creation, they say radio on the app is just playing song. Yes, I know that. We just got some issues with electric cut. I don't know where that came from, but we would try and see where it came from and then fix it just after the timeline of the show. But I don't think I'm the one that did that one, so I would just have to let it slide and then get it going at the end of the day. But it's not on this end. We'll just probably they fix the light, fix the light, so we're back again. As a Patrick said, why I love history is that it reminds me that history bets the future. January and Arsenal are like Roy Keane and Pogba. All this analysis go end in January. Why do you think so? Because Thomas Partey will go to the Nations Cup. Well, time will tell. That's one thing that I can tell you. I'm not saying that Arsenal is the best team in the Premier League, but don't forget that you that is saying this thing have Liverpool. Liverpool will lose Mo Salah. They will lose. Mo Salah did score over the weekend and Liverpool did win. So let's not forget that. Yeah, Arsenal will lose Aubameyang. Is Gabon even qualified for the Nations Cup? I need to check that so that we are very clear on where we stand on that matter. Let's not forget all of that. Yeah, Arsenal will lose Thomas Partey and Aubameyang, and it's a big loss. Let's not pretend that it's not a big loss. But, I mean, that's the same way some other teams will lose the players that they will lose. Before January 2, when Arsenal started the season, the way they started their first 3 games, if somebody had come to you and told you, hey, Arsenal would, turn out the way they have turned out now, Arsenal and Manchester United will be on the same point. Don't forget that first 3 games, Manchester United were flying high. You would look at the person and say, you have a problem, or you have a mental problem or something. But look at where Arsenal is right now. Considering how the season started, you would look at Arsenal and give them thumbs up and say, they've not turned out as bad as people expected, because there was a time everybody was predicting the first name on the sack list was Mikel Arteta. A coach has been sacked this season in the Premier League. It's not Mikel Arteta. Another one is going out. It's not Mikel Arteta. The third one is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's about to go. It's not Mikel Arteta. So the point is, the prediction, projection, and trajectory of what the Premiership will look like when we started is not where we are today. That's the point that I'm pointing at. Not like, oh, I'm making up. You guys know that I'm one of the most critical fan of Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm very, very critical of them. But there are times where the team is doing well. You don't just wake up and like, oh, so that people will like me, let me just criticize them. I think Arteta is a good coach. Arsenal does not have the funding to lay claim to winning titles. So who do they need? A coach that will, don't forget also that Arsenal are not playing in Europe. Okay, so they have midweek to rest. They're not playing in Europe. They are riding high in the Carabao Cup, not considered a goal, not drawn a game, not drop a point in the Carabao Cup. Might just go on to win it. That already qualified them for Europe. But let's put that one in the odd one first. I mean, they're playing Sunderland next. How bad can it get? How bad or how good can it get? Look like a team that can get something out of that space. I mean, if we look at the numbers and then the way things are, you could just sit, Johnny West, sit where you are and tell yourself that I think Arsenal can get something out of this. But let's just pretend. Let's just pretend that Arsenal would not get something out of it. But Arsenal does look like a team that can make the top 4. And a lot of people don't even want to hear it when I say it. Like, what are you saying? How can you be saying that sort of rubbish? But Arsenal does look like a team that can make the top 4 for so many reasons. They are not distracted by European football. They are not distracted by too many things. And they are a team that if they lose out in any of the competitions, whether it's the FA Cup or it's the League Cup, nobody's really going to get angry. Okay? Nobody's going to get angry and blame the coach. Okay? That's something you need to know. So let's not forget about that one. All of those things can add to the conversation as well. So let me come to Instagram and see what you guys have been putting up there. Kaz underscore 347. They say, when are we going to steal Pepe Biko? Which Pepe? Steal or sell? Because that guy should be sold. Ake at this he said, do we care about their opinion? They should expect us in the Champions League next season. Wow, that's nice. That's big. I think that's now make top four. I think so. I might be wrong, but I think they'll make top four. If Arteta chooses to deploy a 4-4-2, as you call it, don't you think it's wise to buy a natural left winger? Because Smith Rowe isn't a natural in that position. Well, position is more about usage. It's more about application than naturality. Okay, Thierry Henry was not a natural left winger. Drifted in that position. I was very good at it. Nobody cares whether you are a natural left winger or a natural right winger. What people care about is, can you deliver in that position? The question I need to ask you is Smith Rowe doing well in that position? Is he performing very well? Because you're not just going to get a natural left winger. You're going to have a player who can go and come. That's what the coaching is about right now. The two positions that no longer exist in football is number 7 and number 11. So the word natural left winger or natural right winger does not exist anymore in football. So they need a player that can do the zip line, that can go forward, and also when they lose the ball, track back as fast as possible. Smith Rowe, as a natural midfield-minded player, knows that one of the things his job requires is to always be on the ball, get the ball. So when they lose the ball, he knows where to go back to and get the ball. You know, those are the kind of players that coaches look for right now. And I think that Arsenal has got one that is very good at doing it. Chooks also said, and elsewhere, do you see your favorite player, Pepe and Odegaard, fitting into the formation? I think Odegaard will fit in. Odegaard is that kind of player that will not play like, every game at the very best. Okay? The English game is faster than him. But there are some games where he will come in and really light up the games. We cannot take that away from him. But Pepe, there is no way, nobody can convince me. Pepe will not improve. He will not come good. There is nothing good. I want him to prove me wrong, but I can't recall any player that I said these things about that have proved me wrong. We could count them: Michu, Ufreboni, Jovinho, Francis Jeffers, now Nicolas Pepe, Joan Joru, Pascal Saigan. It's one of that player again that they bought. This guy will destroy people. Nothing. So I don't think that it will prove me wrong, but hey, I'm not God. So there's also the window, the opportunity that this guy can prove me wrong. Well, the sorcerer say Aston Villa has a problem. So much player and no good outcome. Yeah. We're now at the place where I need to shift base. Yomiti, why are you joining us now? This show is 9 o'clock. Why are you joining us now? Why I need to shift base and bring Peter and we're not there on board for them say sports. What's it about? It's about Peter telling you in pidgin English what the celebrities, the superstars, the footballers, coaches, and the fans of the game are saying in their different social media platforms. You can only listen to it on the app if you have the app anyway. So I would have to advise you, download the mobile application, get on Elegbete TV Radio. Just search for Elegbete TV Radio on your app store if you're using your Android, and you download it. You enjoy what we do. Thank you very much, everybody, for being on the show with me so far. Sorry about the power interruption. For those of you who are listening on the app, I'm very, very sorry. This things happen. I'm sorry about that, but if you do business in Nigeria, you know that this things happen. Okay, but that's notwithstanding, I want to say very massive happy birthday shout out to Ahmed Kalejaye, wonderful guy. Those guys that you could see that this is your right hand man. This is your ride or die. This is a guy who's been with you from the start. Okay, I want to say happy birthday to you, starting the month with your birthday, and I hope that we all keep celebrating as we go. Once again, my name is Idafi Matthew Essiogene. You love to call me the ELEGBETETVRADIO of Sports, and I enjoy myself on the show today. Sorry about the power interruption, the power cut. For those of you listening online, even those of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I know that we lost the radio somewhere. The whole studio was dark, but guess what? We still have to go. Victor Malalo on Facebook said, if we have Chelsea, LVP, and City as potential top 14, okay, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City as potential top 14, who will Arsenal displace to make the top 4? These teams that you called, is it not 3 teams that you mentioned? I mean, the mathematics for the teacher for school now, they tell you say 3 top to 4. Before Arsenal, let me ask you, Victor Malalu. Let's be very honest and objective, and you can keep the conversation going, or you can chat me privately. Before Arsenal played Leicester, Tottenham, and Aston Villa, did you confidently believe that Arsenal would be there? Forget that after Arsenal, Aston Villa have been terrible, but before Arsenal, they were not terrible. This is the same Aston Villa that went to beat Manchester United at Old Trafford. Before Arsenal played against Tottenham Hotspur, Leicester, and Aston Villa, did you see Arsenal beating those teams? No. So don't make it look like Arsenal can't win. Yes, they are not there yet, but I like the way the team is and the fact that they get to rest more than a lot of other teams. Rest is very, very important in football. You might not agree. I won't blame you. You didn't play football, but I know how important rest is. That not traveling within the midweek for Champions League games, going to places that we used to hear in the Bible, going to Mesopotamia or going to some places that you can only see King James Bible, it's a very good advantage for them. So they come in on the weekend. See, Arsenal in 1 week, Arsenal played a match on Monday and then played on Monday night, 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace, and then played again on Friday against Aston Villa, I guess. And the result was fantastic. So you have to look at all of that and tell yourself that there's something working for them right now. Not straining the players that much, not going on the continent traveling. All their travels are done within England. And don't forget that there are more teams in London than you have in other parts of England. So Arsenal is going to play more London games than in other places. They don't get to travel that far. They get to rest more. It's an advantage for them. Well, let's leave this conversation maybe for tomorrow. I got to go now. Peter, it's up to you. Them say sports. Good morning.